Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy the Chief, aka the Chef, aka Inspector Gadget, bringing you a brand new episode of Brawl Stars, where inside of today's video, we're gonna be checking out the 6 most broken gadgets inside of all of Brawl Stars, now that gadgets have officially turned the game on its head after the most recent update that Supercell released. If you guys haven't seen, there's some pretty wild gadgets out there, and I wanted to show you the 6 that'll pick you up instant victories inside of Brawl Stars. Let's go and hop into it using one of my favorite brawlers, who's got a gadget that is really OP. Now, this brawler actually inspired me to make this video, and this is going to be the only replay I show you of today, but checking in at number 6 on our list of broken gadgets inside of Brawl Stars, it's going to be Brock, whose gadget lets him rocket jump in the air, taking no damage, while also being able to hop over walls and enemies. Now, not only is this super useful for the fact that you can do that and, you know, just jump and troll around everywhere, but at the same time, you can use this super to avoid this gadget to avoid Frank supers. You can use it to avoid enemy damage, and this battle that I'm about to show you has a really great example for why this gadget is OP and why it checks in at number 6 on our list, which is absolutely crazy. Now, kicking this one off, I think I was like sort of trolling around, picking my nose or something. This was off camera, but we start this one off against a Frank. I've got this crow right here, and you're gonna see with this crow on my tail how I use this gadget effectively to eventually be able to put in some serious work. Now, how it works is you click the gadget, it instantly explodes. It also acts as a knockback, I believe, for your opponents, which is really nice, but this gadget lets you get out of hairy situations, avoid supers, avoid damage that might be coming your way, and it's the reason that pros think this is one of the best gadgets in the entire game. Check this out right here. Gadget jump as soon as that crow lands on me before his super lands, which means I avoid every single hit of damage, and then I turn around and just crack that crow right in the mouth right there. Let's go, baby. That's how you do it with Brock's gadget, and the reason why he ends up at number 6 on our list. So good for avoiding brawlers, so good for making your way out of hairy situations. Spoiler alert, I actually end up winning this battle. And yeah, that's how it's done. Number 6, let's move on to our next gadget. So checking in at number 5 of our list of gadgets, guys, it's gonna end up being Ems, who received one of the best gadgets in the entire game, and it's actually put her back into the meta of Brawl Stars. I'm gonna show you guys inside of this one, hopefully if I don't completely get wrecked, but what Ems' new gadget does is to where if you have a scary brawler coming all up on you, you click that gadget and it gets them out of your way. Just check this. You got a BB on you, whoop, you can knock him back. Have a bull that gets on you, you have a Shelly that gets on you. Obviously, we're facing bots right now, but this Primo, for example, oh, Primo scary, boom, knock them backwards, deal 500 damage, and once they're knocked back, they're at the perfect distance for you to end up clapping them and getting maximum damage, which makes Ems one of the best brawlers in the entire game. One of Ems' ultimate weakness is having brawlers jump on her to where she can only deal 1 tick of damage from her poison. It's literally the most toxic thing in the game. But of course, if you have this gadget, you can get people at a perfect distance. In fact, you can troll El Primos into the gas if you really want to. I want to see if this Primo does it, but we're just going to knock him backwards, guys, and check this out. Perfect distance to cook him up into pieces, making Ems one of the best brawlers in the entire game. If you've ever struggled with Ems, if you've ever struggled with a social distancing against yourself and other brawlers, then by all means, pick up Ems now with this gadget. You'll be able to put in work, and you know what? This dirty, yeah, listen, Penny, you can come get the business right now. And of course, you can actually use your gadget in combination with your super to put in some crazy work. Ems checking in, number 5 gadget, potentially one of my favorite ones. And oh, by the way, its name is called Friend Zone, which is hilarious. Guys, put people in the friend zone, no stranger danger. That's the 5th gadget on our list. Now, the 4th ranked gadget on our list is absolutely OP. This takes this brawler from being meh, sort of good, to absolutely ridiculous when you use this gadget effectively. And of course, it's going to end up being Nita, whose gadget ends up using a stun with her bear that lets you completely decimate your opponents whenever you need to. You throw your bear and it acts like a stunning blob of justice to where when it lands on your opponent, you get so much work done, guys. And by the way, speaking of work being done, we got, I thought they were teaming up for a second. Let's go, baby. That's another hit. We're 1 away from getting this glorious bear. Let's do this, and hopefully we can get 1 for this game that's going to put in work. Now, I personally recommend you know, not really playing Nita inside a solo showdown. Definitely not the best showdown brawler, but if you can use her effectively, she works in a lot of different modes, guys. I'm gonna keep this bear on me, but I'm really scared right now. Is this? Here we go. Look at that. Boom. Stun of justice. Come on together. What in the world is that gadget, guys? Completely decimating that Daryl No clickbait on this gadget. The stun is so ridiculously long, and combined with your hyper bear, it means a dead enemy almost every single time. Imagine if your opponents are hanging out on their safe. You drop this hyper bear on their face and you watch them cry, baby. It is so good, and the reason why it ends up in the 4th spot on our list. Now, I don't know if it's going to be good enough to take out some teaming crows and a Colt who clearly has an issue with us, but let's see if we can use this gadget effectively as this map gets a little bit closer, which is Nita's specialty. And yeah, looks like this Colt's gonna put himself in a tricky situation right there. There's some big boy damage. There's some nice shots right there. Here goes our bear, but this is the one problem. We can't actually end up trolling these people down. Oh! I'm the best bear player in the entire world. I am the best koala Nita who has ever lived. Holy shnikes. Double kill, picking up that one beautiful power cube to give us exactly what we needed, guys. Can we possibly clutch this? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Yeah! Okay, this battle has been going on for so long, but it's so worth it in every which way. We're gonna have to just wait this one out for this crow right now. 2,000 damage, not ideal. Not ideal. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, baby, let's get it. That's what I'm talking about. Nita, you just shot up my list, girl. Let's go. After changing into a fresh new pair of pants, guys, we're going to be getting into the 3rd ranked gadget on our list, which is going to end up being for the ultimate chunker himself, Frank, which gives him basically movement, basically mess up invulnerability, where if you click Frank's gadget, no brawler can stun him, knock him back. Basically do anything to affect Frank running at you and doing damage. And according to professionals, this is the 3rd ranked gadget in the entire game. It might not be flashy, it might not be crazy, but this gives Frank the one thing that he's always been missing, which is being, well, I mean, okay, I'm going to show you guys for a second running over the bow mines that this gives Frank the one thing that he's been looking for so long, which is giving him the ability to survive when he's stunned and completely messed up. Imagine a Shelly running at you with a full super. You don't even have to worry about it, baby girl. You can just use your gadget and put in some work. And you know, that's what we're going to do right here. Check this out. We've got this mine, no knockback. We can run right through that mine however we want to. If we get stunned in a moment's notice, we can end up playing that gadget. I know, not the flashiest gadget in the entire world, especially against bots because I don't have it unlocked on my main account, but this gadget by far and away is one of the best gadgets in the entire game. Have no fear, Frank is here, and he's going to stomp your will to live. So definitely the coolest gadget to be released inside of this update, and the 2nd ranked gadget on my list is going to end up being for Penny, whose brand new gadget acts as a C4 inside of Brawl Stars, to where if you throw your turret against someone, you can end up using it to destroy walls, to destroy their will to live. And if you combine this with Last Blast, which is Penny's star power, you can get insane damage using your super inside of Brawl Stars. Now let's try this out right now. Okay, I got smacked in the face right there. We're actually gonna lose this first siege, which is hilarious, but we're gonna put down our mortar for the very first time, and I'm gonna show you guys this bad boy in action, especially against we face off against this robot. So check this out. Robot's gonna go in. Why don't we Last Blast to do 1,500 damage, and then all of the mortars raining down. You know what? I'm just gonna have to run that one back again. Another mortar of justice. We're taking 0 damage on our safe, guys, and wait until I use this thing on offense to get the true test of Penny's potential power. This is absolutely bonkers now inside of Brawl. And even a troll star power like this that might seem a little redonkulous actually ends up being so amazing when used practically inside of the game, which definitely puts it at number 2 on our list, but number 1 in our hearts when it comes to just being an absolutely hilariously fun thing to play. All right, we should get our first siege bot potentially right here. At least I hope so, guys. Let's see. Okay, 5 to 4. This will be our first siege bot, and I want to show you guys how this actually ends up working as we do some work against the remainder of their team. All right, M's gonna go down. Here goes the dynamite, guys. Check this out. Tick, tick, boom. We're gonna drop our C4, then drop this big bonker right here. 1,500, 1,600, big bad boy damage. But not only that, you can use it to break down walls, take people out. There's a reason that Penny's gadget ends up at number 2 on our list. For the number 1 gadget on our list, make no mistake that there can only be one gadget to take the throne, which is going to end up being Dynamite's 360 no scope of justice. No, just no. I can't even meme about it, guys. Please do not buy that gadget under any circumstance until Supercell ends up fixing it. Of course, the number 1 gadget on our list is going to end up going to Jackie, who's undebatably the best brawler inside of Brawl Stars. Now, all you have to do is activate Go-Go Gadget Jackie mode and just start sprinting towards brawlers, spam your face against your device, and you're going to end up picking up some wins. Now, of course, if you're using a OnePlus device, it's going to give you an even better chance. But guys, Jackie is the #1 brawler with the #1 gadget. Although it may seem simple because it's just a small movement speed buff, guys, this makes Jackie literally unduelable inside of Brawl Stars due to the fact that she has such high burst potential. She is so tanky. She has so much HP. She has a decent little range with her little kit. And oh yeah, speeding at you at 1,000,000 miles an hour is just completely broken. Completely and utterly broken. Honestly, Jackie wouldn't be nearly as big of a problem if she didn't have this gadget, but because she does, she lands at #1 on our list with a completely broken gadget that Supercell needs to fix soon. All right, guys, so we're at 9 brawlers left on this one. Let's see, literally on one of the worst possible maps for Jackie, if we can end up winning this. We've got the center of the map controlled. We already used one of our gadget charges to kill someone, and in general, every single time that you use your gadget, you're either going to get a kill or you're going to save your own life. That's basically how it works. You're either going to run away from trouble or you're going to smash people down. Speaking of smashing people down, yeah, that Shelly, we're going to give her the business right there. We only had 2 actually charges of our attack right there, so we had to be a little careful. She's going to get absolutely squatted on, and let's just wait this one out to see what we can do. Things are still getting tricky. We've got teamers in the very center, which is always a pleasant way to play Brawl Stars, guys. There goes the big poison of justice from this crow, and here we go with the full sprint right onto this crow's face. Boom, boom. Guys, you activate gadget, you get win. You know, the barbarian in me loves this, guys. The barbarian in me says, ooga, ooga. I smash the gadget, I get a kill right there. All right, here we go. Another gadget sprinting forward, using that gadget to her advantage. We're just going to go ahead and run onto this Colt. And, you know, Colt wants to get greedy right now with all these gadgets. He's going to run right into that gas and end up just dying right there. Beautifully done. 3 brawlers remaining. Leon going to start trolling on around. And we should be able to do something here. We just have to make sure we spam this Leon. Boom, boom. The moment we see him, guys. That's 4 cubes for the Chief. That's 1 Shelly remaining. Could get a little tricky right now, but let's see if we can do this. No. Wait, what are you doing, Shelly? Shelly, what are you doing? What are you doing, Shelly? What are you doing, Shelly? Hey, get out of here, you punk. Get out of my face. Get some. So that's going to do it for my top 6 gadgets inside of Brawl Stars, guys. For a quick recap, number 6 is going to be Brock and his beautiful rocket bounce to where he can put in some work, avoid stuns and everything else. Number 5 is going to end up being Ems, whose ability to knock brawlers back is almost unparalleled inside of Brawl. Speaking of unparalleled, number 4 is going to be Nita, whose bear stun just drops terror on her opponents. Number 3 is going to end up being Frank. Number 2 is going to end up being Penny. And of course, number 1 is Jackie with the jackhammer of justice, destroying enemies with literally no problems. That's gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have different opinions, let me know in the comment section below. Of course, use code PAT if you haven't already in the shop. That's code PAT to show me some love. Keep food on Chief Cat's table, guys. You wouldn't want her to lose her fluff, would you? That's what I thought. Peace.